in heaven.
6, 5, staying high. 4, 3,
Now you and me.
2, 1.
We're going to have fun. Say, lights off. Excalibur.
It's about that part.
What do you mean? Give and take. Going home.
Time zone.
Check it out, eh?
You live alone.
Leather legs.
Get in place.
What do you get? Say, fat jet.
Zoom room.
Cosmic zoom. Let's go, Jay. It's Sonic Boom.
Sonic warrior. Sonic warrior.
Your armor is near the hand. You got the power to save the land.
Take a little chance. Slip on through. Got spotted. I don't want
All right. Hello. Hello, guys. Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing? Oh, boy. Yeah, so unfortunately, oh god, hang on. Sorry, I have a cough drop in my mouth. My throat feels funky. Unfortunately, my computer's been giving me a lot of issues recently. So I am going to try to take some time to figure out what the actual problem is. Probably won't take too long, thankfully, but yeah, I'm thinking that, it could be some kind of memory leak or, like, data buildup or some sort that's causing the crashes. I really don't know. We're gonna roll with it for now. Oh, what's up, Grim? Oops. Totally need to back out of this one too. Whoops. Non-stream workflow. Mega Man Games tier list. I think Proto and I specifically like had an idea for a Mega Man X level aesthetics tier list. Like, not just the levels, but we were also going to rank the levels by their aesthetic. I feel like that might be a fun stream still. Metagal. I don't know, I keep hearing things about Metagal, and then I hear other things about Metagal, and like I'm just convinced like it's cursed at this point. I mean, would you say that it's is the best aesthetically? Ooh. You know, hot take, but X3 really, I feel like a lot of the levels, pull off whatever aesthetic they're trying to go for. You could say whatever you want about, like, the quality of such level, but, like, they all feel lived in, and, they all feel like actual environments within, like, the universe. Especially in the, one of the Sigma, like, the alternate stages where you don't, kill Vile the first time you fight him. And, like, the whole base is all, like, broken and busted up because, Vile threw a temper tantrum. It, like, it just tells, like, a story And I really like environmental storytelling like that, especially in a game like X that doesn't have to have environmental storytelling. Like, the whole point of the game is you're jump and shoot man, and they go above and beyond for, you know, just these little details. It's very neat. I like it. That damn, that's just really like sad to hear. It sounds like someone had like a really good idea and they just didn't know how to execute it properly. You know, doing multi-character games isn't the easiest either. I would know. I'm been trying to conceptualize one for years. I don't know, but doing like Mega Man X7 but with women maybe maybe isn't the best. Maybe like Extreme 1, 2, but that feels like punching down. The word, yeah, X5 and X7. I like X5, but like sometimes there are like, I don't know, like you can tell they ran out of ideas type design. And personally, I think the American names for all of the or the Mavericks are a lot better than the Japanese ones that they got renamed back to. I very much like Grizzly Slash better than Crescent Grizzly. I feel like Grizzly Slash just rolls off the tongue better. But that also could just be a Westerner thing. It might sound different in Japanese. You know, like, fair enough. That might be a fun thing to do one night. I still do want to do the movie dub night in the server. I just need to find time to like organize that. The Skyver. Yeah, some of some of them are only cool if you're actually a Guns N' Roses fan. Other than that, like, yeah, I don't know, it's a 50-50. I feel like some of them should have stayed and then some of them should have gone. Axel the Rose is fun too, but now there's confusion between that Axel and then Mega Man 7 Axel. You think that was a coincidence, or do you think they did that on purpose? Because there's a chance that, whoever made Axel and named him had no idea about the translation, in America. Oh, hi, Zachy. I forgot to say hi to you, by the way. How you doing? Yeah, hopefully I'm able to just get through more commissions. Oh, that's supposed to be blue, actually. Yeah, hopefully I'm able to just get through the commissions on the stream and, you know, try to finish those requests. Oh, sorry again, guys, for like all the technical difficulties, because it's made being able to stream art for you harder. And yeah, I don't really know what's wrong with the computer either. Probably some kind of memory leak. I just really have to go through and like scrub my stuff. Chances are I have like a million different copies of like the same file. Because I discovered that not that long ago when I went to like go through my emulators and clean them out and stuff. I have a games folder that has an emulator section to it. Okay, but hold on. If you click further into the games folder of the games folder, that folder also has an emulator section. I was like, huh, that's weird. And so I scrubbed through that, and then there's a third emulator section somewhere else, and it was just like a whole like rabbit hole. I was like pulling out like a clown scarf of emulators and useless data, and now I don't know what to delete because I don't know what I've actually been using as like my main emulator this whole time. I really just need to scrub that whole section of my files and get new emulators. I definitely save the ROMs. The ROMs are good. It's just like, it's the emulators themselves, I think, that is causing part of the issue. Yeah, I mean, it also makes sense too. Guns N' Roses was just really like influential to rock in general. I mean, there's I mean, you guys know how like Flashman's theme for Mega Man 2 is like near identical to Seek and Destroy if you like line it up a certain way, right? Like, it was just the music of the time, like influencing the games of the time. Makes sense. I gotta color the Beatles in now. Oops. That's not a beetle. Oh god, speaking of Mega Man's music, there's something that, like, I felt like I just had, like, a sleeper agent go off. It was like, maybe a couple weeks ago at this point. I'm, like, you know, having dinner with my husband, watching TV. We like to put, Vine Sauce on a lot, like Vinny's, you know, videos. It's kind of like our TV dinner. And he's playing through one bootleg game. Like, this whole, like, bootleg, plug and play. And, like, at first, I kind of was like, oh, I'm just hearing things, haha, that's not really, you know, the game over theme from, I think it's from Mega Man 3. I think it's that one. It's, hang on. Because I recognized it right away. I just forgot what game it was from. Oh, finally. No, not that. Hang on. Not the game over theme. Man 2. Thanks YouTube. I am looking for a game called Man 2 actually. So dumb. Yeah, okay. It was this. I know it was Mega Man 2, not 3. But either way, so I'm like sitting there like, and I hear that and I'm like to my husband, I'm like, that sounds just like Man 2. I know, God finally stepped up his game. It just like set off a sleeper agent in me though. I'm like, that sounds just like it. And so I listened to it again and my husband's like, damn, that actually does kind of sound like the password select screen. You know, and that's fine. Yeah, that's all well and good, right? Well then what happens is he selects into another game and like I recognize the theme immediately again and I'm like, this is Twilight of Loneliness from Mega Man 5. You gotta be kidding me. But, you know, you can say at the very least about that bootlegger that, if anything, they had really good taste in Mega Man music. Beatles. Yeah, Darkman Castle theme. It does make me sad that the official names for these themes are literally just the level that they come from. Cause they are so good, they deserve cooler names than Wily Tower, than Darkman Castle theme. I understand though why they did stuff like that back in the day. They didn't foresee nerds 35 years into the future clamoring over their bloopy chiptunes. Lighten that a little bit. Make sure you can tell it apart from the line art. That's the thing I don't like about this monitor. This monitor is technically just meant to be like a flat screen TV. And I have a hard time seeing on it. Like the colors I feel like are like too saturated, so like there's just some like level of like color that I'm missing there, and I don't want to make that blue because it's not supposed to be blue. I'm gonna have to, yeah, actually, yeah, that works really well. So I don't want the color to ever blend in with the line art. That's never a good thing unless you're using black for a certain purpose or aesthetic. Mick Gordon, that'd be sick. Holy crap, that would be sick to get Mick Gordon on the Mega Man, like, remake soundtrack. How... That's the thing, is like, how would you even remake Mega Man? It's just like sitting down and being like, okay, time to remake all of Mario. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's definitely ways to go about it, but like I just couldn't even see it being done in the modern day and age. It would be really cool to see though. These bros. Red eyes. These bros. Actually, are their eyes white? No, they're not white. I don't know why I keep gaslighting myself into thinking that their eyes are white. Ooh, but that'd be cool for some kind of like fungus bug enemy. Oh, hey, what's up, Proto? Well, yeah, I mean, I know they did twice with Powered Up and Wily Wars, but like... Well, I guess with Powered Up was a little further away from when Mega Man came out, but I still feel like... I think if we think about it in relativity, Powered Up came out closer to when Mega Man like originally released versus how close we are to Powered Up, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just not sure how they would handle doing something like that, if they would go just try to like remaster Powered Up, or if they would just go like super hard and try to be like dramatic and gritty. Or if they would just go super cartoony and try to make it, like, more slapstick. Dust allergies. Yeah, dude, I fucking... I have this superpower, here in Florida. My superpower is that I can tell when the flowers are in bloom. Because I'm allergic to oak pollen. Or yeah, live oak pollen. And orange blossom pollen. I woke up this morning with a sore throat. Stuffy nose. I just feel really lethargic. I'm doing okay, though. I'm not, like, dying. It's just, like, annoying. Ah! Damn it. The demons, they hear me. They're coming to get me. That'd be fun. I mean, what everyone wants next, honestly, shouldn't be like a remake of like the original games. Cause like you even said, there's already like 2 separate remakes of those games. There's a lot of options to play Mega Man 1 and how you want to go about it. They should remake Mega Man Legends and then finish off the remakes with making Legends 3 like they did with Crash Bandicoot and Crash 4. I think it would be perfect. I had a lot of fun when I had my opportunity to play Mega Man Legends about a year ago. It was just a really solid game. I didn't get too far into it because God damn it, I did that again. I just got really busy, but it was fun. I was really lucky I got to borrow it when I did. Yeah, I guess that's actually a really fair point. That's a really fair point to make. Oh, you ready to call, Proto? Needs to subscribe to the shit or get out of the pot doctrine. Yeah, exactly. Like, listen. Alright, if you like Battle Network, if you like Star Command, totally valid. Not gonna take that away from you. But... Or not Star Command, Star Force. God damn it. But, like, if they're gonna go out of their way to put out a Mega Man Star Force collection, then, like, I feel like they're almost bullying people that want to see remakes or ports of the Legends game. Like, come on! I'm sure Star Force is great, just not my type of game. And, yeah, real quick, Proto, let me, go grab something real quick. I'm gonna go grab a drink, and I'll be right back, and then we can jump on the call. Mega Man Star Command is the long-awaited crossover between Mega Man and Buzz Lightyear. I agree. I love that. I miss Buzz Lightyear Star Command. That was a great show. Oh.
Finally in the house,
Hello.
metaphorically speaking.
Mm.
Man, I barely did anything today because most of this morning was just trying to like sleep off like the allergies, what was left of the allergy symptoms. I mean, it was like worse last night. Like, I didn't really tell you about this last night, but right before I was getting off, I felt like allergies were like about to come on, so I had to like treat them as soon as I got out of the VC.
Damn.
So
I guess
it
that
was
was good.
pretty brutal.
I
I
guess
think
that
it's
was
from so probably from all the vacuuming that was being done earlier that day. I probably did it.
damn. I mean, I guess that was good timing then last night. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty tired.
Yeah.
We should probably get off.
Funny how that works out.
Yeah. I hate that we're still not ready to talk about our thing yet. Our secret.
Give it more time to the lab.
Yeah. We need some more time to let it bake. Although, I am ready for more people to join in anytime you're ready to invite more people in.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't sell them on it.
Do you feel like we should do another test night just in case?
It's not a bad idea.
Probably, yeah, probably a good.
'Cause,
idea.
we did a nice bit of beta testing last night with the thing that we were doing.
We have to just make sure, like, I want to make sure, like, all the elements work properly. Ugh. Yeah, the air off in my house right now because I'm trying not to blow around deathly plant fumes at the moment.
I'd suggest it, like an air filter or something, but that might not actually work that well.
Nah, it's fine.
It only works like a little bit
If it
sometimes.
is allergies, I just need to go get some Benadryl from the store later.
Just don't take too much for or you'll find yourself in Silent Hill.
Yeah, bro. You're not even wrong. You can add this. You can add this to if anyone like has a list of amazements on how I'm still alive. You can add this to your list. There was one time where I wasn't feeling too good. I was like having some kind of severe like allergy problem, probably similar to what's going on now. And my mom gives me like a whole, sheet of Benadryl, and she's like, "Here, just take these." She didn't tell me how many to take. She just gave me a whole
no.
sleeve and said, "Here, take these." So, logically, I took all of them.
No.
Dude, I don't recommend the experience. Was not good. I fell asleep.
That sounds terrible.
I woke up not knowing where I was. It was weird. It was a weird experience. I feel like that, and then the time where I was like I was probably like 7, maybe like 8. I was a little kid still. And I really liked how her cough syrup tasted that they got for me while I was sick.
Oh, no.
I wanted more.
I hate that I can relate to that.
I just wanted more, so I
Is
snuck
that-
I snuck
My
it.
family had this really good tasting. It's like a honey cough syrup.
Oh, this stuff was like grape flavored. I'm like addicted to
Oh.
anything grape flavored. It
Oh,
literally
you're
tasted
drinking
like
lean.
yeah, it tasted like grape. It was like grape Fanta, the cough syrup. So I was just like, ah, hell no. I took 40 Benadryls and ended up in the iron lung. Yeah, that's what it felt like. I'm not even gonna lie. No, dude, but let me tell you, like, I took, I like drank half the damn bottle, and like, I learned, there was like this iceberg video my husband was watching about like, weirdly enough, about like people that trip and stuff, and like certain, like specific drug trips, and one of them was the specific brand of cough syrup that I had.
That's so funny.
And it's known for making people like trip absolute balls. Like they see like DMT elves type shit. Like, yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. I like can't tell you what I saw anymore. I just remember I had a really bad time. I said nothing was real. I felt like I lived like a whole lifetime, and I came back, and I'm like, do I just have to pretend like that didn't happen now? Yeah, yes you do, by the way. That's the answer to that question. None of it happened. It wasn't real. Saw the machine elves. Yeah,
The cyber elves.
I always find it so fascinated. I guess also like because I'm not entirely secretive about it, but I didn't grow up in like the best household ever. There were a lot of things around me that shouldn't have been around me, but it was interesting seeing people experience these things, and then I hear about people talk about them, and it's like I can confirm firsthand, just like yeah, people really do see the DMT elves. They're real. they're like real, and they're not real. They're like Schrodinger's elves.
I told you I would. It was just out like a headache. It was a wine-induced headache, but I started seeing. I started having like headache hallucinations from being drunk on wine.
Oh
It was-
god.
All I saw was just shitty horror mascots. So, yeah, that's not quite the same thing.
No. And like genuinely I've always like compared my relationship to that with kind of like being the rat that watches others eat the poison, where it's like I'm just more interested in sitting back and you know, being the one that's there to help if anything goes wrong. I don't necessarily
And I kind of had
partake.
I had to be that to you once.
Oh, yeah.
And your other friend when you. I was supposed to your other friend on that one stream. Where your other friend got really paranoid. And I had
Is
to be.
most of Finland on DMT?
I had to like.
I mean, maybe.
I had to bring your friend down.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I was talking about like the time I had to like help ground your friend when they were like really out of it on stream.
I forget who that was.
I also forget what that was, but let's keep it that way to protect their identity.
Yeah, who knows? Actually, I have a couple game theories, but I'm not gonna say them out loud. Yeah, no, it's just more or less like I don't know. I'm just not into like partying like that. Like, I
And
don't.
most I really do anyways these days are just the occasional mug of beer.
Yeah.
And even that's usually like couple months between beers anyways, so it's not like not like I'm like alcoholic.
No, it's like I smoke weed, but like it's not even like I live in Florida. You can literally walk in a gas station and buy weed. Sometimes they don't even ask for your ID, so like it's just very casual where I live. It's not really like super taboo.
You know, it's not fun are sleep deprivation hallucinations. Those are the worst.
Crunk is honorary machine elf. That is my headcanon. That's one cool thing about
Bye-bye.
Florida. Yeah, it's like it's hard to really say because Florida is cool. Like if you've never been before and you're here to just have like a genuine Florida experience, it can be cool. The things that really suck about it, the heat, the humidity, it rains a lot at the worst possible times. Like, God knows specifically what you're up to and what your plans are for that day, and He will go out of His way to make them not happen. And just make it rain all day.
I can confirm that.
And, like, even, like, mosquitoes and stuff, they're really not that big of an issue. They used to be a bigger issue. Where I
Probably worse than the Glades themselves.
They are worse than the Glades. I was gonna touch on that because like they used to be a bigger issue where I grew up, but that's because where I grew up used to be more rural, so there was just more like swamp in general. But yeah, I mean it's really pretty here. There's just like a certain vibe you really can't get anywhere else. We have Publix. We have manatees. And like I said, you can walk up in any gas station and just buy like weed or like even like a weed pen. Or even like there's these new THC sodas that they've been stocking at the gas station. They work incredibly well and they're super cheap. Like half a can is just enough to like get you blitzed for a few hours.
Yeah, I'm still salty over the fact that I didn't get my public sub last time I was down south because I had COVID.
I'm sorry.
That's so tragic. Hallucinate.
We'll get
I don't even
you.
remember what my hallucinations even were the last time I got sleep deprived. Wait, no, I think I actually wiped it from my memory because I must have taken a nap afterwards or something. I don't remember seeing like people. I do remember like seeing wiki pages, but that's kind of on brand for me.
I'm like, I think this is a part of me being like extremely over imaginative and like learning what maladaptive daydreaming was over the past few years has really helped me like understand like how to organize my brain a little better.
Oh, hello. We got some more people in chat.
Oh, hi. What's up? But yeah, anytime I have like any kind of like hallucinations or just like things like that in general, they're always so vivid and just strange. And like I said, like when I drank that cough syrup when I was like a little kid, it really just like made me feel like I lived like a whole lifetime and then went back to being 8 years old, and I was like, what the fuck just happened? Wow. It's really hard to like
In a
explain.
non-linear manner.
Yeah. But no, I mean that's just a real thing that people go through when they do that. Don't try that at home. Not good for you or anyone or life. I did that because I was a dumb kid and I didn't know any better.
I
Thank
think I
you.
might have told you about like the experiences that I had when. Remember the time last year where I got that stomach virus? And like, oh, I just emptied my guts, but I'm good to play Minecraft with you. And I
Oh.
was not good to play Minecraft with you.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. Oh, no. I remember that. Oh, wait, hang on. There you go. You weren't on my shoulder for a second. You know what I should do is I should make new sprites, but I should make versions with you on my shoulder and without. That way you move whenever I move.
That sounded funny. What?
I can even make it to where, like, you
I
blink.
don't remember half the hallucinations I had while I was while I was sick. Other than the fact that some of them I was hallucinating that I was gaming, but I didn't want to game. Like that, I remember.
There was one, like, I don't know, I guess I would call it like a weed dream, because I fell asleep like super baked one night like years ago, and like it was just so like vividly like detailed and different that I woke up and I was like, man, I gotta write that down, and then that turned into the Rebels Around Saturn. This shit came to me in a dream.
It could be worse. Could be the origins of the Comet Girls, but we're not going to bring that up on stream.
Oh God, yeah. No, I mean it was
No.
funny. It was funny because like I think specifically I remember the dream was like we were on like space adventures and shit. And I was like, damn, I need to write about this. This is really cool. Can I
Could be
choose?
worse. There's also a time that a character design came to me. I don't know if it was in a dream or as I was waking up, or if it just beamed its way into my brain while I was just awake and conscious, and then I eventually ended up designing that character. Like, but since it ends up being a spoiler character to the story I'm writing, I just leave it on ice for a couple of years. And then Toby Fox comes along and makes a character design that looks just like it, and now I look like a thief.
Dude, no. What's even worse is like we were working so hard all year for the Battle Dome, and then the Battle Dome's plot, and then how deep Cerise's design was into the plot, and how we felt so proud of how unique she was. And then Panny and Stocking made their own Cerise.
Oh, yeah, that was funny too.
I was like, I can't tell
Mine is
him.
different enough.
I was like, I can't tell him. What you
I still think
say
it's
that
funny.
they look different, but like they're like the same person almost. It's insane.
They're like the same character in different fonts.
Yeah, exactly. I guess you could say Gunsmith Bitch is like the Fruitiker Arrow version of like Cerise.
To be fair to Cerise's design, I was my design philosophy with Cerise was is to make like a more tomboyish version of Tron Bonne.
I mean, Alright, I'm just gonna show everybody real quick. Give them a second before I say words out loud. Hang on. I'm gonna do something. It's gonna be kind of funny. Cause this
Oh,
also.
and I was gonna say for like the character that accidentally ripped off of Toby Fox. Let's just say they're very spindly and angular, so yeah, you can, and also armored. So
we all know
it's definitely a comparison.
we all know Kodo, right? We all know, you know, her color palette, her design. And, like, this was a palette that was actually specifically inspired by two different characters. Sonic and Hatsune Miku. But I didn't want her hair to be blue because it made it too obvious, no matter what shade of blue I chose. So I actually changed it to green. I like this palette. It's really kind of, like, almost unique to her type palette. Right? So as you guys let your mind sink in there, and you're like, oh, I wonder what they could possibly be bringing up. Wait for it. I was floored. I was fucking floored. I was so floored when I saw this trailer. I'm like, I can't claim color palette thief, but like, look, watch this. Boom. That's Ballin's hair color. Now watch this. Boom. That's Koda's hair color. Look at that. Look at that. They are so close. They are so close in hexadecimal
It's
code.
incredibly funny.
How does that happen? It's very Christmassy. That was also kind of unintentional, but I kind of dig it.
I mean, that's also kind of Sonic's fault, like the Sonic inspiration.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, that's Balan from the hit Square Enix game Balan Wonderworld.
Code isn't tied to a bad You have a good point. You have a really good point there. Although seeing Balan with his hat, if you look at it hard enough, it looks like a really cursed fusion between Coda Storm and Knights.
Oh, I'm kind of.
His design is just so cursed to me. It's not a bad design, but it's just goddamn cursed. I'm leaving now. Actually, the more I look at it, the more this literally just kind of looks like Zacky without the ears.
Oh no, Zacky's gonna sue.
Wait. I'm gonna actually do something.
Well, it's funny that you say that, Crash, because like the villain of the game, it literally just looks like a Tumblr sexy man.
He literally does.
And I kind of ripped off. I intentionally took elements from said villain's design for a design that I'm currently still like ironing out.
I just messaged Zacky. I was like, Ballin was secretly Zacky this whole time.
I knew it.
Hair not lime enough, those markings are too small. Zacky's over here like, you're not even good enough to be my fake. Alright, that was a fun little...
Eat those words.
I'll make you eat those words. Zacky versus Ballon, who's gonna win? Thank you. Yeah, I want to try to put as much effort and care as I can into this commission because I just like it when things look nice, but I also am really grateful too just for the amount of help you've given me this month. Thank you. Yeah, it just felt like the right pattern for the rocks. Let me save real quick. Ugh. Actually, I'm gonna go turn my AC on. I'm getting warm. Before I get... Yeah, that's the thing about Coda, is that, like, it's totally fair to assume that she was inspired by Mariano. I didn't know Mariano was a character until after I made Coda. Because I kind of ignored Command Mission completely. I just thought it was like a throwaway filler game. Apparently it is canon, I've learned recently, so maybe I should actually look into playing it.
Do you want to argue with Gro over that? Gro, he's like, well, it's like a loose, sort of canon, really. The fact that it takes place in like 100 years later kind of like throws the timeline off from like. But the Zero series is supposed to still take place like over 100 years after like all the X years, and Command Mission is referenced in the Zero series, like drama tracks, I believe. So it's a little, the timeline's a little spaghetti.
Yeah.
It's weird. I kind of just.
That's why I haven't.
I'm of the opinion that X7, X8, and Command Mission did happen at the same time, like in some form, but I don't think. But they might have happened a little differently, like leading up to the Zero series than what's assumed.
Concept art, but yeah, it's already bad enough that she does kind of look like Coda, and then I was like looking through. Oh yeah, here it is. It's like the smallest image imaginable, but hang on, let me work my magic here.
Oh yeah, X game is that like a remake of the X series that like fixes the timeline, makes the story actually good would be very nice.
That would be great. I mean, I see fans.
Oh, loading, is it crashing?
What happened?
Oh no, it was fine. It was just a little lag spike.
Oh, okay. Oh my god, fan wiki's so slow. There we go.
Oh yeah, I always have to have like the extension on it to make it usable.
What's the extension?
It's fandom enhance.
Oh. Might be useful.
Worry about that later, but keep that in mind for.
No, okay, but you guys know what everyone knows what Marina looks like, you know, normally. At the very least, you could say she's more pink than she is red, you know. Look at this concept art. Look at that. Look at that. That's like... I feel like I'm looking at, like, the prehistoric megafauna version of Coda. Like, this is... It's
I don't
so...
know. We all established the megafauna version of Coda is Annette from that Sega CD trilogy that I forget the name of.
I forgot.
I know the name of Ernest Evans. That's the name of the trilogy.
Oh, yeah.
That's the name of the first game. I think people just call it the Ernest Evans trilogy. Because each game's got like a different name.
Yeah, funny coincidences all around. But, oh yeah, let me go turn my AC on real quick. Feels like a sauna in here. Damn it. Alright, I'm back.
Hey, what were you talking about? Besides the timeline.
We're talking about how Coda Marino looks similar.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think, and I think that's part of the reason why Grimm, like, Cataclysm Theory was so believable for a long time, because, like, it was as if they were somehow erased from history, or, like, some kind of crazy, like, micro-apocalypse happened.
I do know that there was a war that happened sometime at the near the end of the classic series. Like I know that's confirmed.
And it's like, it's hard to know what is and isn't canon, because Inafune himself, when he was like being interviewed once, they were like, "Oh, whatever happened to like the classic Mega Man characters in the X series?" And he was just like, "Yeah, they're still alive." And then he just never elaborated on that. And it's like, bro, what the fuck do you mean they're still alive?
That-
Like, are they in stasis pods? Are they running around? Are they at the bar just shooting back drinks, watching X do a bunch of nonsense all day? Like, what? I don't know.
And now we'll never know because he's just
He's unreliable.
he's unpersoned.
Yes. Yes.
But well, we do know. I talked about this during the X2 stream, I believe. That it's not like the old robots that serve as mini bosses for Morphmoth stage. They're from the classic series, and they fought in a war.
Huh. I don't know. I guess who's to say, really?
But they're also just really vague about what actually happened during the war. But
Maybe that
there's a whole army of those things.
maybe that
Like I remember
throw.
seeing that in one of the spin-offs,
Maybe
like
I
the
can like
supplementary material.
I can like give some like writers benefit of the doubt here now that you say that, because like sometimes I will try to like set stuff up like that in like little flavor text that I write where it's like, oh yeah, a war happened, you know, and that's where these guys were used, and that's why they're in the junkyard now. But like, to never follow up on that ever makes me feel like they had to drop like some kind of plot point at some point for whatever reason. Like, I feel like the writers wanted to go further into like what happened in the past with Wily and everyone, and it just never like worked out in the way that they wanted it to.
I wouldn't be surprised if like the Capcom executives just refused to let them do anything about that.
They probably, if I had to guess, it might have had something to do with like they didn't want there to be a definitive end to Mega Man Classic because they still wanted to be able to make more Mega Man Classic games. And if they wrote a definitive end, then that means that they either eventually have to make that game or they have to stop making games. You know what I mean? Like, they were probably just being weird about it because it was the 90s and that's how they operated.
Yeah. I don't mind the classic series having like a proper closure, but I want like the proper like finale to be like, I don't know, you just say it like explicitly at the end of the timeline, and then a bunch of stuff just happens in between then.
Yeah,
It might confuse people.
it's kind of cool that there is like a lot of like speculation to be had and theory crafting, because I feel like theory crafting is a part of what keeps the modern day fandom alive, is being able to come back to these older games and being like, huh, I wonder what if, you know, this and this. But yeah, I don't know, I just like, it's okay if things end, you guys. It's fine to have an ending to something. Like, you know, oh God, this is my biggest complaint too when it comes to Madoka Magica. We watched Rebellion together,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I really like, and like, if you've not seen Madoka or the Rebellion movie, I will try to explain this without spoiling anything. But it really, like, the whole movie felt like it was a really nice send-off to the series as a whole. It was really well put together, and it helped conclude the arc of one of the only characters that didn't have like a full like character development arc in the series. It had the perfect opportunity to end, and they fucked it all up. Now, I've come around throughout the years as an adult, having to sit on the movie and think about it to where it actually makes sense. And instead of me feeling like the character in question actually was like going against everything they stand for, it was more or less like they were finally shedding their skin and showing their true colors. But that being said, that does not excuse the writers swooping in and writing in an ending that made it so that way they can keep making content forever. It's so bullshit. It's so bullshit.
That does make me think they might have been a little strong-armed.
I feel like they were. Because that ending just felt so, like, final. Everything about that movie felt so final. There were, like, a lot of things we got to see that we didn't get to see, like, in the original series that were, like, referenced, you know. We got to see which on which violence. Like, it's really hard to, like, it's really hard to, like, outdo that. I mean, Geo Record did not really do it for me. The anime didn't, at least. I really liked the game, when the game was available. I feel like the anime really nerfed the main character from the game just so they can lean into her being, like, pathetic more. But it just came off really weird. I didn't like the direction they went in at all. Yeah, or, like, you know, that thing that I was talking about with, like, environmental storytelling earlier and how well, oh shoot, my husband! Hang on, guys. Hang on.
Are we back? Hey, what's going on? What's going on?
Oh shoot.
It just looked like you were... I saw your mic lighting up, but I didn't hear any audio coming out.
Yeah, I tried
Your
to...
mic died again.
I had to mute. Ah, my phone!
Okay.
I almost dropped my phone. Nope, all good. Pull the chat back up. Get the stream caught back up again. But yeah, no, what I was saying, like, even with, like, you know, the environmental storytelling I was talking about in, some of X's levels, like, they could have just done something with that to, like, kind of show, you know, what happened without saying anything. You know, imagine, like, there's a level that's like an old abandoned lab that like you have to go fight Violin, and the more and more you explore it, the more you kind of realize it's like Dr. Light's old lab, and like just through like visuals you can kind of see there's some kind of struggle, you know, or something, anything really, like just throw us a goddamn bone, Capcom.
I do really hope we get like more Mega Man games with actual writing in them. Yeah.
Always when we have this discussion, it makes me want to like hop back on to like writing my Mega Man fan fiction that will probably never be complete. But
And
alas,
probably do a better job than a lot of the official stuff, because a lot of the exteriors writing isn't really known for
quality, yeah.
quality.
Just really neat concepts that kind of go to waste.
It says a lot when X6 is considered one of the better written games in the series.
Oh my god. I hate, and
when
I
it's
hate
translated
how true.
properly, that is.
I hate how true that is. No, unfortunately too, for like the scuff that X6 is known for, like the inconsistencies, that's literally just like a translation error. Like in the, because obviously in the cutscene, Zero says, "Oh, I hid myself while I fixed myself," right? But then if you go to a Dr. Light capsule, after that, and Dr. Light literally asks Zero, he's like, "Oh, what happened?" And Zero's like, "I don't know, I just kind of woke up like this." So, like, I think the whole "I hid myself while I tried to fix myself" was just something that was horrifically mistranslated, and they literally didn't have time to go back and fix it. Same thing with "What makes you laugh?" I
Or what was the other one? Your DNA data was so fabulous. It couldn't be analyzed. You know why it was so fabulous? Because it couldn't be analyzed.
because it couldn't be analyzed. Oh my god, that's like some Sonic OVA shit. Or if you beat the
I
game,
was gonna compare it to
if you
Sonic Riders with and not just any race, but a special race to see who's the fastest.
you guys, if you beat the game as Zero, Sigma, he calls out, and instead of saying Zero, he says Zello. He literally says Zello instead of Zero. And no one fixed it. Zello almost sounds like...
Have more to Sigma. He is kind of just a shallow Saturday morning villain for a lot of the time.
Yeah, he is. Zello. No, and like that's also the thing too, though, is like, dude, every single X game, it's always Sigma. Sigma's always the perpetrator.
Except for Command Mission.
Except for Command Mission, which canon is questionable. But like, it's just never surprise. Like, even in the plots where they write around it and where they're like, oh yeah, we don't know who it really is. The time that they did it, where it was the least obvious, was Mega Man X3. That was where Sigma being the bad guy was just the least obvious. And that's just because, like, they don't even really, like, reference him until towards the end of the game.
I think X4 would have had way more weight to it if Sigma wasn't involved. or Sigma himself wasn't involved, but he still had like his remaining forces, like in canon.
I mean, if like the X Hunters became like the main antagonists, like for a couple of games, I don't even see that being a problem. You know what I mean?
They could have stuck around a little bit. Oh man, there's always a cat. I forgot. I totally forgot about the actual writing of command mission.
Oh yeah, that's true. I guess he does make a reference to like that. Doppler does make a reference that he has a master. That is true. But still, I feel like it's more subtle than how they did it in any other X game. It's like, oh gee, I wonder who this mysterious figure with red markings under his eyes could possibly be. Couldn't be Sigma. Sorry, that was gross. I told you guys my nose was bugging me.
Beginning of spring. It's normal. Oh, that's right. I told you this the other day, but for reasons beyond my comprehension, I felt like playing X6 the other day.
I can understand that.
Not even like a modified version, like just vanilla X6. Though I did also make a save with the ultimate armor, just so I'd have a way out if I ever needed it.
Oh yeah, and it does have that cutscene where he's just straight up working on the Sigma body. I remember that.
His new big huge body that looks like complete shit.
Yeah. Do you think there was like a part of...
Sigma and X6 is just kind of like an afterthought.
Do you think there was like a part of him where like he was still kind of like in there fighting for control, and then he just decided to make the Sigma body purposely look like shit?
That would be pretty funny. X6 is weird, and so far most of my deaths are from at least in early game. It's from like poor enemy placement and weird level design decisions, and level design being unfinished.
X6 is really, I think we brought it up on stream not that long ago, but X6 really is just like the FNAF lore of the Mega Man series. It's like, wait a minute. It's like, wait a minute. So you have robots made out of negative memory? What?
Anyway, so I did have this one skill issue where I forgot the input for Zero's version of the Yanmar option, where or Yanmar option, I gotta say it right, where you have to probably press like up, right, and special to activate, and I forgot that you had to do that. So I was like, looking like an idiot, not knowing how to activate my own special weapon.
That's okay.
X and Zero feel fine to control for the most part. Well, except for the Falcon armor, because the Falcon armor is just really underwhelming in X6. But the other, Ultimate armor feels fine. Naked X feels fine to control. And so the movement is my like I said, my issues with like the level design and the enemy placement, because they just like slap a bunch of enemies everywhere, and some of them have like weird hurt boxes, or like they're shielded or whatever.
Yeah, and like you said, like the level design feels like someone like made like a ROM hack for fun and like showed The Office, and then like some exec came in and it was like, there it is, that's the new Mega Man game, we gotta make it quick, come on. like, no, this is just a joke. Like, I literally just made this as a shit post. Nope. We're finishing it, boys. Let's do this.
No, got time.
Alright, now I have to find...
Special weapons are fun though. I like X6's special weapons, and I'll die on that hill. Even if the charged variants are all kind of samey, because they're just kind of like screen covering attacks. But it's satisfying using them against the more annoying enemies.
I want an even bigger cannon, and I also want to be ripped. Alright, if I don't look like John Cena while I'm beating Mega Man to death, then I don't want to have a new body at all. Literally Sigma, probably, maybe.
You don't understand, Doppler. I need my chest plate to have a Halloween mask on it.
It'll look so intimidating. It's like one of those instances where you think you're really cooking with a design, and then you back up and you're like, what the fuck am I drawing? Have you ever had a design like that where like you feel like it looks pretty good, and then you back up a minute and you're like, actually, this is dog shit.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's okay.
I have had to like scrap like a few designs like that in the past.
That's happened. It happens to everyone.
Mostly like a lot of like my 2010s era stuff, but that's just how the 2010s were for me. I was kind of just rushing them out a little quickly.
A robot version of Dwayne Johnson. Now I have this cursed image in my mind of like a live action Mega Man X, and Sigma's played by Dwayne the fucking Rock Johnson. You know what? He's already bald. Why not?
Finally, some good casting.
Why not? You can make Tom Holland X. Or who would Zero be? I mean, if like for real, if like they casted with Dwayne, if they fucking casted Dwayne the Rock Johnson as Sigma, like I feel like people would just go see it on principle alone.
Why hasn't anyone made edits of that? Please tell me someone actually has made edits.
There might be. Zero played by Chris Pratt. God damn it.
Oh, that's vile.
They would.
Wait, no, it's not vile. It's Zero.
Yeah, they would cast him as Chris Pratt.
And Jack Black as Douglas.
I thought you were gonna say Jack Black as Dr. Light.
Actually, you might be onto something.
Listen, X, I created you.
Wait, okay, what if Jack Black as Dr. Light and he sings that's the Megas song, Message from Dr. Light.
Oh my god.
He's like a Jack Black version when he first meets X.
Can we like call Netflix? Can we make this happen?
Viola would be played by Pedro Pascal, you know it.
Pedro Pascal. Oh my god, yeah.
Lean Jar. Jack Black is it. No.
Jack Black is all. Oh my god.
But Jack Black is Dr. Light. I might be honest. You might be honest.
Listen, X, you're like my machine baby.
I don't remember how the song goes. Like the Message for Dr. Light. So I can't do my impression.
Not me neither. Not at the top of my head. I merged you with my mind, vagina.
Oh no, Flame High would be played by the lead singer of Nickelback. He's got experience seeing burn to the ground.
Burn to the ground. Hire Seth MacFarlane to play as Cygnus.
Yeah. Hey, Maverick Hunters, I'm gonna need your help. I need your help taking out these 8 Mavericks.
Weirdly enough, Cygnus with Brian Griffin's voice actually kind of fits pretty well.
I was gonna say Peter, but with Brian could actually kind of work.
Which is
Wait,
funny
why is
because
this
that's
starting to sound
literally-
like?
Go ahead.
It's starting to sound like the conversations we used to have about live action Coda's World.
Well, live action Coda's World's even harder to like put together though.
Like, I don't even remember who was playing Maple in the Netflix adaptation of that nightmare I had. Okay, Danny DeVito as Scaravich actually kind of works.
Who did?
He's throwing garbage all over the place.
Dude, I'm loving this.
Or wait, or wait for the Mega Man Zero movie. He can play Death Tan's Mantis, so he can once again feast like a mantis.
Yes. He really does fit I get, you're not wrong. I think you're actually cooking with that one, Crash. Like his voice and even like his face as an actor would really fit.
Who would play Dr. Kane? I mean, my comedic answer is Alex Roshan. My serious answer is Christoph Waltz.
Man,
As for Colonel, I have no idea.
I wish if he was still alive, I would say Christopher Lee would be perfect.
Oh, Christopher Lee would make a fantastic. He would have made a fantastic Dr. Kane in live action.
I genuinely, man, rest in peace, Christopher Lee. You are the best Dracula.
The legend. Yeah, he would have No, actually, no. Christopher Lee would make a good Dr. Weil, actually.
Oh, that too, yeah. Because he plays a really good villain.
He's like Dr. Weil kind of has that late Dracula light sort of look at the end of 04.
Yeah.
I go with that.
No, you've got a good point. Because he also just plays a really
Like,
good
it's sort of like-
villain in general.
The sort of demonic fallen angel sort of look that he goes for. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he would have been perfect for.
A lot of people forget this too, but Christopher Lee, he wasn't just Dracula in the 50s either. He was also the Mummy. You wouldn't be able to know that because his face is
a
all
lot of like
bandaged
horror
up.
stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he was like the king of horror for a while. If there was like a job to be done, he was there.
Wait, who played Einstein in Oppenheimer? That's who I'd pick as live action Isaac.
I don't know. That's a good question. Alternatively, also could
I
play a
figured-
good live
I think
action Wily.
Dr. Wily kind of looks like Einstein. Isaac's kind of Dr. Wily's reincarnation or proxy or clone or whatever. I think it fits. Or did the body that his AI was using. I don't know.
Yeah. I very much love classic horror, but it does make me sad that nobody can take vampires seriously anymore.
I mean, that's kind of. I mean, well, first it was like people like imitating like the Dracula stage play, over and over until it just became like a recurring thing in comedy. And then Stephanie Meyer kind of just did her thing.
Well, also going to point out though that Stephanie Meyer was not the first person to romanticize.
I mean, I know she wasn't the first, but like,
that
she made it.
is,
Well, she just wanted to make it popular to for suburban people.
like wait the and like I'm happy I grew up in a house where I had like an actual genuine emo kid as an older sibling. Like it started with Vampire Diaries and MCR. MCR would lean really heavily into the whole vampire thing because the vampires are an allegory for runaway, degenerate, drug addict kids. If you really listen into like the first album and like the lyrics and everything. But that would also get interpreted to be quite literal. And Stephanie Meyer was specifically inspired by a lot of MCR music, and then of course Vampire Diaries, which like out in the 90s, and that kind of just spawned like, because emo culture had been around before MCR came out. It just emo kind of looked different. It's more closer to how like casual Beatrice and Storm kind of dress. The new emo, the style that people call emo these days, I tend to kind of associate more as the Vampire Kid style. The Vampire Kid / Scene Kid style. Because it's not really...
I'm more familiar with the Vampire Kids. There are
Vampire...
a group of them when I was in school.
Oh god, Vampire Kids.
So,
God.
Most of their time was spent smoking weed in the woods, so
That's kind of what they do.
that's what I was known for.
That's literally kind of like just what Vampire Kids do. They go, they smoke weed in the woods, or like if they're just traveling like as a singularity versus in a pack, then they go and they hang out at the cemetery. Dios is still a cool vampire. Yep, true.
Going outside.
You couldn't even escape the Vampire Kid mania if you were an anime kid because they came out with Vampire Knight. It's just, oh god.
Yeah, I remember that.
The manga's better. Like I watched like one episode of the actual show and I was like, yeah, no thanks. I'm good.
Yeah, I remember that was also like another big hit with the Vampire Kids at my school. Naturally enough. Well, the manga, not the anime.
Do you still have emo Vampire Kids? Yeah, they exist. They do exist. It's just more... Vampire Kids has kind of just shifted into the general, like, scene kids genre and subgenre, like vamp scene. They're not really popular enough to be, like, their own thing outside of that anymore. Like, it's just kind of, like, amalgamated into, like, one style at this point. It's the same thing why, like, old school emo and new school emo, they kind of just get, like, lumped together instead of being, like, torn apart because of just how integrated both styles are with each other these days. Like, old school emo is just very casual. It could be, like, pale, you know... As long as you had, like, black hair and, like, light makeup and just, like, you know, pale, faded jeans, you know, graphic t-shirt or striped t-shirt, that was it. You were emo, baby. Emo these days is kind of
That's
more like
that kinda
glammed
fits in
out.
with my style when I'm like not wearing like, sweatpants to the gym.
So you're saying you're emo? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's a little bit. I don't do the makeup thing. That's just well, that's just because makeup's just a pain in the ass.
I don't worry. I only do makeup occasionally.
I think I'm too OCD to like wear the makeup.
Yeah, here we go. Actually, here's a pretty good. This magazine's a good example of like what emo was considered before MCR came out. This type of style. Like you wouldn't like look at them and go, "Oh, that's an emo," but like those are emos. Like that's exactly what the style is. Like kind of like
Oh yeah, I remember this image. I think I stole some.
weird way
Like,
actually.
I had that as like my reference folder for something.
You can almost look at it like the old school emo is split apart into what's now like the new school style that's more glammed out that you're used to seeing, and then this style kind of turned into like the hipster look that became really popular a few years
I can
ago.
kind of see like the early bits of the hipster look.
Who's the most emo? Yeah.
Well, the
The
answer to
guy.
that is the girl reading this.
Yeah. No, do not save. And then like, oh Jesus, I wonder if I can. 20. Fuck. Oh yeah, here it is. This is more or less like what you guys probably think when you think emo. Is something that looks like this. This was the style that was really popular when I was a kid growing up.
Well, that's more of like the scene, like emo, sort of like the beginning of scene.
Emo pickup lines? Wait, okay.
Like I can tell this from the era of that really sketchy art style where everyone had like blank white eyes.
Yes, yeah, this is 2010s.
Yeah, this is like very 2007.
Oh my god. Or even like seeing like a picture like this. Like I went to school with people that looked like this. This isn't funny.
So did I.
And the phone. Oh my god. Crazy image.
All right, sorry, this guy. Yeah, I went to school with people who look like that. I
Oh
also,
my god, and they all smelled like
most of
beer
the-
or
a lot of-
piss.
but like people with the hair like that, I saw more of like outside of school. Most of when I was like on DA and like looking at people's selfies, I kept crushing on. If I really gotta say this, I kept crushing on emo girls on DA. I went through a period of that.
That's alright.
Even though I was this milk toast autistic kid who was really childish for his age. It's kind of like I was like kind of like the Rowley of
See, I
of the
found
internet.
a Reddit page of like the best emo pickup lines. Let's see. Hey girl, let's date for 3 months so I can write songs about you for the next 15 years. Ah, none of these are good. They're not even like bad funny. They're just like, dude, you suck. Don't talk to women.
posers. What do you expect when you're going to Reddit for pickup lines?
I thought it'd be funny.
It's okay, Crash. I crushed on any nerd girl I could find. And also tomboys too occasionally.
Proto's like, I'd like a woman that either could kill me or looks like she wants to. Oh, these are... Okay, I found a bunch of cringy ones. Oh my god. You're so hot that if you told me to get in the oven, I would say that's fine by me.
Stealing candy from a baby. Which is fine by me.
Just fine by me. Oh god. This should just be a list of things you should never say to a woman when you're meeting her for the first time. Is your name Facebook? Because you're bringing out my social media awkwardness.
No. It's so... Yeah, go back to the magazine photo with the
Pickup lines
on.
written on it. Oh shit, okay. Hang on, I'll find
We
it
need some
again
real
quick.
pickup lines in this.
Yeah, where were they saying in the 90s? It's the question. Okay, I'm trying to zoom in on this picture. Let me just bring it up on screen.
You kept that as a phase, Grim? Amateur.
Do you blog here often?
Yeah, okay, that's even worse.
Can I read them better
So,
on the website?
Log here off.
Do you blog here often? Gee. Your hair is everywhere. Mind if I breathe in and out of your face? What?
Brush it out of your face.
Brush it out of your face. Oh, okay. I can't read it too well.
No, it is a little crunchy.
I really love... Okay. If that is... Oh, okay, yep.
That pro string 12-inch. Fucking yeah, these fake ones are not great.
Yeah, these aren't great either. Oh, I really like you blog here often. That one's funny.
I can see you do it. I can see that being used ironically somewhere in Coda's world.
You blog here often. Alright. Deep reads. We gotta get out of here. That was a fun fashion history lesson, you guys.
Now I know how to flirt with every emo girl I see. So,
Like, now that's the thing
that's not how
too.
to...
Though with like women or even like AFABs is like, honestly, if you did approach them and you were like confident and funny enough about it, like she was like typing up on her laptop, you know, and you felt the mood was right, and you roll up next to her, you're like, so you blog here often? She might find it funny. It really depends, honestly. All you have to do is
Maybe.
try. But again, you have to like feel out the vibe with those things, and like that's just hard to do, especially
I just
like
gotta have I just gotta put my sardonic grin on.
exactly. You have to turn on your Tumblr sexy man.
I don't have a pin. Wait, I think I actually do. Wait, does my suit have pinstripes on it? No, now I'm gaslighting myself. I have a suit, but I don't have a bow tie, so I get points off for that. I also have a boring regular tie.
I mean, it's easy to invest in a bow tie. I've got a rain-colored one.
It's like the Tumblr Sexy Man uniform is pinstripe suit or not, or whatchamacallit, uh, waistcoat, one or two, shades, uh, and a bow tie, and also a cane.
Oops. There we go.
Oh right, I forgot the top hat. I gotta have the top hat.
Oh yes, of course. The emo minds. I mean, emo minds are fun, you guys.
You kind of wish I kind of wish I dressed emo a little early in my life.
I mean,
Also,
it's
like,
fine. It takes a
I'd
while.
say like I don't want to say it's like my mom was like dressing me or whatever, but like a lot of like the hand-me-downs that I was getting from people were like from preps. So I was dressed like a prep for a lot of my high school life.
I got again
And,
very
you know,
lucky.
preps and emos are mortal enemies.
Typically,
That's probably why they didn't want to hang out with me.
typically. But also, ugh, God, sometimes emos can be super gatekeepy. There
Or
were
it's because
like
I was autistic. I don't know.
there were several different like emo cliques where I was growing up where like some of us just didn't fuck with the others for like whatever drama reasons. But I mean, more or less, like, everyone finds their style eventually, and, you know, we don't always have that freedom to explore ourselves when we're, like, teenagers. I say you can be emo at any age. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah,
it.
I know. I guess it would have been nice to have it in like the golden age, I guess.
We're now in the Renaissance. I don't dress out as much as I was like a few years ago. And, like, I still own my clothes. I'm just like, I don't feel like I've grown out of like skirts yet. I'm just kind of like not in the mood, if that makes sense.
I still gotta get rid of a bunch of. I did get rid of a bunch of my hand-me-downs, and they're still like taking up a lot of space. Like some of it just doesn't fit anymore.
You say that, and there's a dress I bought when I was like 14 that fits me better than ever now. It like didn't fit me for a minute because I was a little overweight. And like now I've lost so much weight I can actually like wear it again. It's nice. I don't think I've shown it off ever. It's just a fun little red dress.
All right, maybe I should probably tell the stream, like the chat about the lookalike that I saw of you at IKEA with wasn't really emo, but still kind of had like the Y2K look with like the big pants.
Mm. Oh yeah, I've got a couple of good pairs of big pants. I have some really fun ones.
Kind of want to have like pants with like cool patterns on them. Got a pair of shorts with a dragon on them, but those are mostly just sleep shorts.
I have these pants where like half the pant leg is yellow plaid.
That does sound pretty cool. Oh, Bisquick's jumping to say hi.
Oh hey! Oh hey! Oh, thank you, thank you. That's my lovely husband. Everyone, put, you know what? Put a piece of cheese. Put a piece of cheese in the chat for my husband. Give him some cheese.
I can find the cheese emote.
Thank you,
There it is.
sweetie. Yeah,
I just hope no one steals cheese.
W husband. Yeah, he really is. Yeah! Cheese for biscuit. Yeah, you rule, sweetheart. Thank you. Oh. You melted the cheese. It's alright, we'll eat it anyway. These streams has been a lot of fun, and I really want to be as consistent as possible with it. I think I just need like another short break. Like I'm gonna take a week off here after this one. I think I said that in the server. Because I need to figure out what's causing the memory issue, what's causing these random crashes, so that way I can keep streaming while I save up for a new computer. Alright. Denoise my mic.
Another spam call.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. My mic is literally just like my headset mic. um, I could try to set up one of these nicer mics that I have.
And there are ways to like detect like why your computer is crashing, so shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, I can't. I guess I gotta go through it and figure it out. Also, some filters on OBS that help with the denoise thing. Oh, that's good to know.
I had to use like I had to go through like the settings on OBS just to make myself a little louder.
Oh, I had to do the same thing. I had to bass
I had to
boost
like go like
myself.
deep into the settings for that because by default it was still too quiet, and my mic's not really like that good at like detecting or I don't know, it's got a short range. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, maybe one night when I'm free, we can like hop in a call and get this shit sorted out. I also
Yeah.
know I'm using an outdated version of OBS too. Which I'm like on the fence about upgrading because like it might help with streaming, but then it also might crash my computer more. It's an old
You
computer.
could also be using like an unstable version of OBS. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know, because we used to have issues too, even back in the day, right?
Yeah, occasionally well, actually, wait, I don't remember you really crashing that much in the early days, so it could be a RAM issue
Maybe.
or like a memory issue. This is why almost everything I have is saved onto an external drive, so things can run a little faster.
You really think we're both quiet? I can make it. I can.
Oh yeah, I
can
can
fix
vouch
it.
for that. Usually, always do have to turn you up whenever you're streaming.
Oh, there. Now I should be a lot better.
Probably work.
Exception being
I will warn you about the new OBS that you will kind of have to deal with the muscle memory issue of everything being in a different place, but it's pretty good though, for the most part.
Yeah, it seems pretty self-explanatory at the very least. I wonder. Yeah, and I've got like
Yeah,
OBS
it's
turned
still a
up,
stream bug.
and I've got OBS turned up all the way. Have to workshop a little more. Yeah, sounds like a good plan. That and I was also talking about how I discovered my nesting dolls of emulators not that long ago. That I still need to go through in its entirety to make sure that I don't accidentally delete lost media.
And just look for the duplicates specifically. And of course, investing in a hard drive is always a good idea.
It's always the principle of like.
Lifesaver.
I know I can take apart a Windows XP computer and put that bitch back together and it'll work better than before, but this is not a Windows XP, it's a Windows 10, and I'm afraid that I'll fuck it up if I take it apart. I could get an external hard drive, but at that point I might as well just get a new computer.
And it's good precaution, is in the event that your PC ever does like completely crap out, you'll still have everything backed up.
Fair enough. Resting doll of emulators. Yeah, because I go into my games file, and then there's a folder that's called, like emulators, and then
Smash.
other games. But then if you go into other games, there's also another folder that says emulators there, and then there's emulators within that folder. And then there's emulators within the emulator folders, and I'm like, why the fuck did I do this to myself? And then you go into, because I also store my old Windows XP hard drive on this computer, and if you go into that hard drive, there's also an entire folder full of emulators on that one too, so I don't know what to do at this point.
Download more emulators and put them in a new folder.
Put them in a new folder. But I have ROMs that are hard to find now, because I downloaded a bunch of them like years ago. That's the thing I'm worried the most about. If I just straight up delete something, I won't be able to find something I have on there again.
File tree, that's a file forest.
My whole computer is a file forest. I think I've talked about it before. My computer is like kind of one step away of becoming AM. Because it's got two other computer brains that exist on it, technically. It's got the Windows XP that I used growing up on it, and then it's got my laptop that I used.
Well, it's just the data from both. It's just like the data that was on both of them, and not like the actual. You didn't cannibalize the innards of
The operating
your two
system,
computers from
no.
inside your PC.
That'd be cool though, but no, I didn't. Although I can
I don't even
open
think
up
they'd be
and
compatible.
use, I can open up and use Microsoft like Windows Movie Maker anytime I want, so that's pretty cool.
That was a plus. I still gotta like see if I can salvage Movie Maker from my ancient laptop that I've had in storage for a while. Even if the thing even runs anymore.
I might just be
I don't even know
able.
if I have anything of value on there.
I might just be able to
Like, I got all the
zip the
games off,
file.
I believe.
I might be able to zip the file and just send it to you, to be honest.
I mean, not that I really have much use for that as a video editing software.
It's good for compiling frames together. You just have to export it as a WMV, and then you can open it up in a different program that you can export it as a MP4 as, because Microsoft Movie Maker obviously does not support MP4.
It's a bit of a... Sounds like a workaround you had to do a lot back in the day.
Yeah, a little bit. But that's how I made those old AFMAO animations, was just like lining up the frames in Movie Maker. And then I would make GIFs to throw in with the animatics still, so it was like partly animatic and then partly animated in some of the shorts I did. Not that any of them were good, but there was a lot of effort put into making my craft. WMM Access is pretty exclusive nowadays. Yeah. No, mine's literally like the classic, like, I can literally just open it and show you guys. Hang on.
Probably a copy of it on archive at least, so it's not like you have the last version of it.
Oh, no, definitely. No, I can't be the only person that's ever backed up their Windows XP onto their, like, modern computer. There's no way. But yeah, like this was like a project I did not that long ago. Actually, can I open it? Hang on. Import video. No, that's Adobe. Nothing in there. Oh, here it is. I have the audio linked with it. Hang on. I'll turn off the music real quick and I'll indulge you guys with some unreleased Coda's World media.
Ooh, lost media. Okay.
Oh my god, yes, it's there.
Doesn't it look wonderful, Shadow?
I want to pee on it.
That's not
I just want to piss on it.
Gotcha.
Find a rock. Get nice and, you know. You feel me, Maria? You get where I'm coming from, right? It's like I'm marking territory.
Wait,
belongs to
it's not
me.
showing.
When I do that.
Yeah, I see is CSP right now. Okay, now I see it. Okay.
Doesn't it look wonderful, Shadow?
I want to pee on it. I just want to
Oh wait,
piss
I was
on it.
muted. The reason why it's unreleased
Find
is
a
because it
rock.
looks like this.
Get nice and, you know. You feel me, Maria? You get where I'm coming from, right? It's like I'm marking territory.
Oh, yeah,
Belongs to
I
me.
think you did actually export this into a proper video.
I do
No, it's
that.
unlisted.
A sign of
I only
power from
uploaded it as an unlisted video so I could show people.
Oh, right.
I'm gonna pee in a hot topic, Maria. It will be mine, and I will own it.
This is
Well, 10 years have passed, and I feel the same way, Rouge.
this is
still wanna pee
so
on a
their
hot topic?
relationship too.
Yes, Rouge.
Like,
thank you
it's
for
what their
listening to my
friendship
insane
really
ramblings
is in the
about peeing in a
comic.
hot topic.
Listen, I'll take you to a hot topic.
Finally, a place to release myself.
I know you've been holding it for so long.
What are you two fucking talking about?
Fucking your wife again.
That almost made me spit my
And peeing
coffee
in a
out.
hot topic. Because, you know, what else do you do on a Saturday night?
I peed on your wife, Robotnik. She's mine now. That's the law.
Actual shit!
Okay.
The way you like, it looked like you gave him Eggman's body mass. It's really funny.
I know. I just did you see what the whole frame was? Hang on. Wait, where is it? There it is. There it is.
Are you two fucking
I literally
talking
just
about?
like,
Fucking your
God
wife
damn
again.
it, God damn it, stop.
And peeing in a hot topic because, you know, what else do you do on a Saturday night? So long.
This was
What
why
are
you were
two fucking
discontinued.
talking about?
Fuck. Okay, fine. Look at that. That I literally just took a screenshot from the actual dub itself where he walked in the room and said that. You have this cursed fucking image. No, that was a that was a fun little side thing.
I never did finish my own redraw. I did with that specific frame.
What else do I have on this in these old files? He tries to play Mega Man and it failed miserably. And it's 7 minutes long. That's probably hilarious. I'll have to see what that is later. I know what this is. Real remember this.
White streak speeds by.
By the way, if you guys ever seen this,
Yes.
yes, I did make this.
Too fast. for
I am the
the
one that made
naked
this.
eye. Yes,
Oh, that's an old
Yes.
deep cut.
he's really deranged. Yes, I'm feeling kind of strange.
That's my
Yes.
baby voice, you guys.
Why is he alive? Someone call the police.
Call the
I wonder
police.
if I wonder if my own version of even survived. Did he survive the crash?
The Bandicam
No,
logo.
he didn't. Yes,
No.
Infinite is lost media.
You don't understand, Crash. That's how I used to have to make. That's how I used to have to make some of my animations because my laptop was just so unreliable. I couldn't export GIFs properly, so I would record them with Bandicam, and then put them through Windows Movie Maker, and then I would upload them. What else do I have from this time still? I think this is the only other thing that I have. I could probably go through my old, this fun test animation. I could probably go through like my old computer files and find some other stuff like the OG like AFMAO animations and things like that. Don't really have too much on this computer. Alright, well that was a fun side tangent.
Nice trip down memory lane. Back in the old days of 20XX.
Yes. Yes, indeed. for Discord emote, yeah. I used to be more consistent when I'd make animations, but it just kind of like I've got kind of uninspired because I just kind of feel like I can't really keep up with everyone else. Like it's a really hard feeling to like have, but like I feel like I fall behind a lot whenever I like make art. Like there's just like, you know, everyone else is able to pump out things a lot faster and more consistently, and then I just feel like I'm like left behind because I take my time with everything. But I would like to get into animating again. I just need some
It also
more.
took me until last year to like try any of it.
Yeah, that's true. Your new art style rules.
Oh yeah.
Oops. Aw. I appreciate that comment. Yeah, I guess that's a part of the issue is just like everything I do is so detailed. This is actually why I have two separate styles. I just don't use the second one as much anymore because I try to just draw more consistently in my comic style. The other one is a little bit more like chibi-esque.
Back when I only had the one style, I used to be able to just crank things out really quickly and not have to worry about shading at all. But times are changing.
It's good to improve your craft and to take your time. Because, like, I think I do deal with the issue of feeling like I can't keep up with people. But, like, I genuinely just do what I can, you know. I have my own unique style. And, I don't know, in a way I know no one really can do what I do or draws like how I do. So I just have to, you know, be patient. Yeah, it is just really easy to animate, especially if you draw the legs in a certain way.
I know, like a popular cheat that Anime Studio is like incorporating a lot of tweeting, which I know is like a really big thing that that people do for like animation memes, so they could do
People
things
used
faster.
to people used to get so anal too, though, in the animation meme community about tweening. I remember there being like a whole debate if like tweening was like real art or not. It's like Jesus Christ.
And then that was all forgotten when AI came out.
Oh yeah. Ooh, hang on. What is this? Oh, these are storyboards I never finished. Oh, honestly, I might go back to this. I'll go back to this at some point. Not gonna spoil what it is, but it is pretty funny. I thought Project GX had more stuff in it. That's weird. can't find any of my Project GF or GX animations. That's concerning.
That's unfortunate.
I don't know what happened to that. Confused ace noises. Concerned and confused ace noises.
Oh, catch you later, Crash.
Alright, see Crash.
So what do you think? What do you think Coda's World is going to become popular enough so that we can make the inevitable marketable Coda plushie?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you, dude. I'm losing my goddamn mind.
Maybe there's typos in the files, or you key smashed the name. I don't know.
No. It should all be like together in one folder. Because that's a lot of lost media if it's just fucking gone for no reason.
I doubt it's gone. You gotta find it like 3 a.m. or before work.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Go here. Okay, okay. Everything is here. Everything is here. The reason why I didn't come up was because it's all in Fire Alpaca files, not Clip Paint. I'm about to pee myself. Hang on, I'll be right back. I'm back.
What do you mean you lost the media? Go find it.
What do you mean you lost media? Yep, nope, everything's fine. It's where it should be. It's because I was looking at the files through, CSP and not my actual like file browser.
Oh, that explains it.
Yeah. I was literally sitting there. I had to piss so bad, and then I'm like, no, I have to find this first. I have to find it first.
That does make me wonder why CSP wasn't finding them. Wait, was it did it have to do with like GIMP or something?
No,
or were they
'cause
all
they're-
saved in GIMP?
No, because they're Fire Alpaca files.
Oh, that explains it.
I can still open some of these, though. I think I can.
A little weird that. I don't know. Maybe it's not that weird that you can't open Fire Alpaca files. But I'm used to things like PhotoP being able to open like any kind of file.
Just looking at these. Yeah, there we go. Like this right here is like some of the stuff that I can do.
Waiting for that to kick in. Or if it's even visible.
It should be.
I just see CSP right now. Wait, oh, maybe you're okay. Now you're. Okay, there you go.
Although
There's-
it's
Now just YouTube being slow.
yeah, it's gonna take a second to catch up. Although when it finally catches up to Beatrice, it's funny because one of her hairlines you could see is like having like a seizure because I forgot to draw it
Okay,
on the
that is
base
awful.
layer.
It's another drew on the wrong layer moment.
Oh, and here's a little code to practice, which I kind of I rotoscoped from Mega Man X. Pretty clean, actually. Might like
Sorry, I had to catch up.
finish this at some point.
Oh yeah, I see. That makes sense.
Oh, and then here's, oh yeah, this is 4 where I slowed it down. This is 3 where she was just when fries are in the vicinity.
Oh shit, fries. God, it smells fries in the vicinity.
Oh
Actually
god.
get them fries.
So, test 2 is even faster. What's test 1 look like? Oh Jesus Christ. Really, honestly, really just fits the Eurobeat music I have playing at the moment.
She's coming.
Dude. And it literally fits so well. What the hell? That's so funny.
She's moving.
Alright, and then there's this one that loads really slow for some reason. This one before, it's even slower. I don't know why, because
So-
every time I like open it up in a Fire Alpaca, it runs just fine. And there's
Strange.
another one. I think there's another one I did. Is there? Oh no, all of these other ones are unfinished. Super unfinished. Although there's, damn it, there's this one that I was gonna do that was a parody of the what was it? The red box, sticking quarters in the red box bit from Snap Cube.
Almost drowned like Scrooge McDuck. I have my blinds closed, so I can't see if there's any birds on outside right now.
I just saw him swoop in from the preserve out back.
Nice.
He's just chilling on the
Fred,
fence.
I don't think I told you this, but on that really warm day earlier this month, I saw a bluebird when I was just sitting outside.
Oh, nice.
That's when I knew things were looking up.
Spencer and I love watching birds. I think I've talked about it before, like, or on our honeymoon, we went to St. Augustine. There were, like, these birds at the Fountain of Youth. Because, like, the Fountain of Youth is actually really cool. It's a slightly underrated, I'd feel like, as, like, a Florida attraction. It's also part nature preserve. And there's a part where you can, like, walk out on these docks into, like, the marsh where there's all these birds and, like, mangroves. And you could see the little crabs and other critters, like, on the dock below and, like, the mud and stuff. It's a lot of fun. But these, like, red-winged blackbirds is what we found out they were called. They kept, like, calling out their, like, little mating call. It was very unique. It sounded like cuckoo karuka. And, like, my husband and I tried to find it later. But we really couldn't. We couldn't find it anywhere. Like, every time we heard, like, the bird make a noise, like, in the videos we found, it wasn't the same, like, call. It was slightly different. So then we did some even more research, and we found out that they only do that specific call if, it's, like, a mating season for them. And it's really uncommon to catch them.
Oh, so you
in the
know
middle of
they're in there getting lucky.
Yeah, yeah. They're basically singing, I'm all night, up all night to get lucky, up all night to get lucky. No, it was just a really unique experience, especially, like, knowing that no one else has really heard them do that. Or, like, has been able to get that on recording. I love bird mating calls because it's basically just, like, somebody, like, walking around screaming at the top of their lungs, "Don't go breaking ma!" And then they're just hoping that someone else will, like, finish the chorus for them.
They're just the world's weirdest karaoke night.
Yeah. I didn't teach my husband what the Awebo was last night. He didn't know.
Oh, the ptarmigans.
Awebo. Awebo. I freaking love them. They're so cute.
What was that? Is that, like, superstition about them that if you piss off the ptarmigans, they'll curse you with bad weather.
That's funny.
That's a superstition with them. You just have to, like, leave them be and let them do their thing.
Yeah, I showed my husband what the Awebo was and what noise it made. And he was like, "Dude, this is literally just a Pokemon. This is literally just an IRL Pokemon." Let's see, we've been going for almost 3 hours. That's pretty good.
Holy crap.
Oh, how much of, oh, what did I, oh, no.
Wrong layer moment.
Yeah, okay, I see what happened.
No!
Okay, no, but I see what happened. This is actually pretty simple to fix.
I mean, still, it still doesn't make it any less tragic that you drew the wrong layer.
Oh, shit. There we go.
I'm also glad I finally got past that phase where I just didn't know how to reverse the process of drawing on the wrong layer.
Oh, yeah. It's a hurdle every artist has to get through. Every digital artist, at least.
And I did it eventually.
It takes time. Alright. Beautiful. I actually really like how the purple looks on everything.
It does look nice. Accelerate the pen size.
Oh yeah, so are you ready for everyone to die in the next episode of Amazing Digital Circus? Holy shit, dude.
It's an hour long special, so you know shit's gonna
Oh good.
it's gonna go down.
I knew they were gonna do something like that. There's no way that could just end
I had a
it.
feeling.
Yeah. No, dude. 'Cause I also had a thought while I was in the shower the other day. I was like, damn, there's no one around to hold the creatures in the basement anymore. They're all just allowed to, like, get out and wander around now.
Yeah, I was thinking of that too. But the revelation that I thought was really interesting that I don't think I mentioned with you was Conjuration. I thought that was foreshadowed very like pretty early, actually. Like the fact that they just they set it up so early and as like just how do I this is just a joke. This is just a gag. That's what it seemed like it was set up with what they're trying to do at first with that. But the revelation that's like an actual like power that kind of changes everything.
Yeah. And then also people have already like hyper analyzed the what's it called? The screens that showed up while they were
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like first of all, the logs confirm that Kinger has been inside the circus since 1999. And then you look at the logs, and Ragatha didn't show up until 2008. How long was Bro by himself for?
And remember, what year did Breaking Bad come out again?
Oh God.
That's right, 2008, or like later 2008. So.
The unfortunate thing is that the logs only showed the specific date that Kinger looked up, and the date that he looked up just so happened to be the day that Ragatha and Kinger joined, just in like different years. So like we don't know what time frame everyone else joined, but that means that everyone else had to have joined after 2008. God, imagine just still being able to have the blissful ignorance that Obama's the president forever. Imagine.
And I remember hearing that the show was supposed to take place in 2017. So.
Does it? That's interesting.
At least I remember hearing that.
Shade all of the
I'm also
rocks.
working something in the background, but it's completely irrelevant to what I should be working on. There's, I had an impulse to like do a line art for something. I'm just doing that.
Ah, fair.
And jumping around a lot.
Been doing pretty good, being consistent with working on the new player characters.
I was doing okay with that, but until I got distracted with other art to work on.
It's alright, we should still be able to get everything done in time. Hopefully, at least.
Probably.
Zaki must go. Oh no. Okay. Have fun, Zaki.
Later, Zaki.
I should probably try to call it a wrap here in a few minutes.
It is almost dinner time.
Yeah, I've been streaming for like almost 3.5 hours, so it seems appropriate. No crashes. We've just been able to be consistent. We had
There was one crash.
Oh yeah, there was one crash,
left.
but he's cool. Yeah, that's the good crash. It's like there's a regular at work, like, cause we know like Kyle's are like the male Karens, right?
Yeah.
There's like a regular at my job that we call Cool Kyle, cause he's genuinely pretty fucking cool. He like scuba dives for a living, and then every so often he'll tip us
job we
like
have in Florida.
$100. It's not like every time he's there, but like he said it before. He's like, I don't always have cash on me, and I come in so often. I just try to make up for it when I can. Just a cool Kyle all around. It was funny how I figured that out one day, because, like, my husband and I were actually debating in the lobby of my job, like, which sea animal was faster. And then Cool Kyle walks in, and my husband, who's, like, let's just say, like, social anxiety fears him. He turns around and he asks him, oh, hey, well, what do you think is the faster animal? And he gave us a legit answer. He was like, yeah, weirdly enough, that's kind of like my wheelhouse. I do scuba diving all day. It's pretty cool. Alright. Okay, I'll do that later, guys. I think I'm just gonna find the highlight color real quick for this and start on that, and I think I'll just call it a stream.
Still a lot of good progress, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The thumbnail looks great. Happy Crash was here for it.
Hell yeah.
Even like the shape of the rocks.
They do look pretty accurate to the original background.
Yeah, I like that you said that they kind of remind him of whatchamacallit, chemistry. Kind of reminded him of chemistry. I was like, oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. It kind of does give off like a hexagon shape.
It only it enhances things. That's what I was gonna say.
You know, I was thinking about it, like, slightly unrelated to the topic, but, like, what if I just did random, like, cursed history, streams, you know? They don't have to be too long at all. And, I could just pick a cursed or morbid history topic to just kind of, like, talk about.
That would be pretty fun.
Because there's some good ones I could recount. Jeez, yeah, like there's like two that just came to mind right away where I'm like, Jesus Christ, I have a dark sense of humor. You know what? I'll talk about the exploding bishop story because it is fun. It is fun, if not kind of gross. There's your warning, by the way. Exploding bishop trigger, I guess. So, once upon a time, here in the land of Florida, back in the 1800s, there was a bishop that lived here. He was very well known, very well beloved, just within the South in general. He'd travel around to other states, and everything was all hunky-dory. But then he died, and a lot of people really wanted to come see him for his funeral. Now, here are the problems that we run into. First of all, it's Florida. Before air conditioning or any kind of reasonable type of cooling technique was invented. The second problem is that it takes a long fucking time for anyone to travel anywhere. It's the 1800s and planes haven't been invented yet. People are barely used to using trains. So what to do now? Well, they tried to put them on ice at first, but it became increasingly obvious that that was just kind of like completely useless because the ice kept melting, and then you just kind of had like a corpse over a giant mud slushy in the ground. And they tried a few other strange things until they finally they figured, all right, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put him in a glass coffin, and we're gonna suck all of the air out of it. We're gonna compress it, and then we're gonna keep him in there, and it'll be fine. And you know what? It actually kind of worked. He probably wasn't the best looking by the time it was like the day of the funeral, but they, according to accounts, they did a pretty good job keeping him all together. However, you know what happens after the body dies, right? Right, Proto?
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Yeah, you know that like gases release, you know, and you're in a airtight chamber with all of these gases releasing and building up pressure slowly. So here comes the day of the funeral. Everyone's gathered around. You know, they're all saying their prayers and their eulogies or whatever. And there's a notable hissing sound.
Oh, you meant decompose, not shit himself. I thought you meant he was shitting himself.
Oh, no.
In the
No. He's just he's decomposing because this is what dead bodies do. The gases are just slowly releasing. So then ultimately, you know, everyone hears a hissing sound in the noise, or hissing noise in the room. And they're like, huh, I wonder what that is. That's kind of strange. And at some point, there's just like a loud, like, pop. And then an even louder, like, and then an even louder pop. And the second pop was the lid of the coffin blowing off of it, and the bishop went everywhere. All over the
I shouldn't
people.
be amused by that, but
It's okay. It's okay to be
fact-
amused. it's it's just like one of those stories of like, you probably should have known better, but it's okay that you didn't.
it's like the kind of cartoony deaths I would imagine that that people would have when I was like a child.
Yeah,
Just body parts everywhere. Just raining down from the sky.
yeah, and like, apparently, this story was known more of like a wives' tale for a long time. There was no way to really confirm that it actually happened, other than like the people that were there that said it happened like 100 years ago. Until they decided to exhume said bishop just to see if his body was all there or not, only to find just a series of like scattered bones, and they said that the lining of the what's supposed to be like the inside of the coffin is supposed to be like white silk. The lining of it was pink. It was stained pink from something.
The freaking Humpty Dumpty bishop. They couldn't put him back together again.
Couldn't put it back together again. No. So, moral of the story is, if you have a dead body in Florida, don't keep it in Florida. Just find
Put it in
some.
the ground. Let nature do its thing.
Yeah. Crazy. Honestly, I could do more stories like that for like a dedicated stream. Honestly, I would be interested in telling the tale of Franz Ferdinand's assassination, but I would need like I'd need a whole setup for that.
But also, given the current climate of the world, maybe we should wait on that. It might be a little too soon.
Perhaps.
Until
Perhaps.
things blow over.
Alright, honestly, I think I will call that a wrap. And I'll do the rocks later.
Good progress, though.
Oh yeah. Ending in exactly at 7.
Mostly done.
Yeah.
And it's also good practice for if you ever want to do like I don't know. I feel like this would be good coders roll practice, like the angle and everything, the composition.
Yeah, that's what I was saying during the first stream, is like, this is good practice for me, if nothing else. Shoot. I mean, thanks, guys, for joining in. Oh, yep, and then there's the husband calling.
Oh.
I'll have to call him back here in a second. But yeah, no, thanks everybody for joining in. I will catch in with you later. You all rule, and give me money. I'm kidding. You don't have to. Have a good night. Bye.
All right. Good night, everyone.